Let's talk about a law of power so potent, so insidiously effective, that history's most dominant figures have wielded it like a sword, sometimes in the shadows, sometimes in broad daylight. Welcome to law number 4 of power, the fear factor. Exploit their insecurities. You see, human beings are driven by two primal forces, hope and fear. While hope can be a tool of persuasion, fear is a weapon of control. It's a tool so effective that rulers, CEOs, and cunning strategists have used it for centuries to build empires, secure their thrones, and bend the wills of those around them. Let's be brutally honest. People are insecure. They fear rejection, failure, irrelevance, financial ruin, loneliness, you name it. If you can identify their deepest fears and subtly remind them of these vulnerabilities, you hold the strings. They will cling to you, look to you for security, and rely on you to protect them from the very monsters you've made them aware of. And when people feel they need you, they obey you. Let's look at history. One of the most iconic figures who mastered this law was J. Edgar Hoover, the first director of the FBI. This man ruled not by authority alone, but by fear. He collected secret files on politicians, businessmen, and even US presidents, ensuring that no one dared cross him. Everyone knew that Hoover had something on them, and that fear kept him untouchable for nearly 50 years. That's the power of exploiting insecurities. Now, how do you use this law of power in your own life? Here are 3 strategic ways. 1. Discover their deepest fears. Listen closely when people talk. What do they worry about? Are they afraid of being alone, losing their status, being exposed as incompetent? Find that soft spot, because once you do, you have leverage. A boss who knows an employee fears being replaced can subtly remind them how competitive the market is, keeping them loyal and hardworking. A leader who knows their followers fear instability can position themselves as the only solution to chaos. 2. Subtly remind them of their vulnerabilities. The key word here is subtly. If you make their fear too obvious, they may resist you. But if you remind them in passing, in conversations, through small actions, they will feel the weight of it without realizing you are the one pulling the strings. This is what political leaders do, reminding the public of external threats, economic downturns, or dangerous opposition parties so that people cling to their leadership for security. 3. Position yourself as their savior. You don't just expose fears, you provide the antidote. You make yourself the one who can offer protection, security, or the pathway to success. This is what brilliant CEOs do. They make employees feel their job security depends on their continued loyalty. This is what great marketers do. They make customers feel incomplete without their product. You don't just manipulate fear, you package yourself as the only answer to that fear. But here's the catch. This law is powerful, but it is also dangerous. Use it wisely. If people ever realize you've been pulling the strings, they may turn against you. But if done with precision, you will have an army of loyal followers, clients, employees, and allies who depend on you for their security. Now, you might be thinking, wow, this is crazy. And you're right, it is. But the game of power has never been for the weak or the naive. If you want to unlock the next one, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on the strategies that shape the world's most powerful people. Trust me, you don't want to be the one left in the dark when the next law drops. Stay sharp, stay aware, and most importantly, stay powerful.